everyone, welcome to another episode for Everyday Genius with Meenal. I am your second time host Nishita Shah. I am a chartered accountant by profession and a creative thinker. So we are back with Meenal Dalal, and today I want to ask you questions about, normally the millennials have a question and also few Gen Zs, that how do we find our purpose in life?
Okay. So, first of all, can you just let me know why should you have a purpose? What is your notion of purpose?
See, for purpose, we live in this world for fulfilling someone's purpose or even our purpose or others' purpose. It makes us feel good about it, and we should have a goal in life as well. So, for that, but how should we find our goal, or how should we find our purpose? That is the main question, for which many years we study for many years, we go to school, colleges, we have our courses, but still many of us don't find our purpose in life. So I wanted to ask you the question, how do we find our purpose, and whether it is the right purpose for us or not, how do we get to know that?
Wow, such a good question. So, purpose is our why of living. Why are we living? What is it that we want to do in this life? But beyond or beneath that what is our why. If I want to do something, say let's first begin with day-to-day things, right? Or let's go to higher purpose or life purpose later. So anything and everything we do in our day-to-day life, what do? We have a purpose. Goal and purpose are different. We are just talking about a purpose. So why did you go to college? What was your purpose? Your purpose was to study commerce, to become CA. Why you wanted to become CA? What was your why? What was that I wanted to do CA? But why you wanted to do? There were several lines. There were so many streams. There were so many possibilities. Why did you only choose CA? That why was your purpose. Okay. Because I wanted to, whatever your answer is your purpose. Because I wanted to serve and have my career in the stream of accounts, because that is my skills, that is something I relate myself with. So when you start looking, exploring what your whys are, you come to understand what is your purpose. And purpose is intangible thing, goal is tangible thing. Goal is measurable, purpose is not measurable. Purpose is at your source, why you did something. And once you start understanding why you do things, for a small things, you will immediately come to what is your reason of existence in this life, what is your meaning, what is your higher purpose, what is it that you can do big in this life.
So basically, purpose comes first and then our goals. Purpose is first, the purpose comes and then the goal. Before that goal, we can't just determine our goal if we don't have a purpose in life, right?
We can do that. It so happens na that we search for our purpose. Our purpose is already there. It's there. We haven't explored it.
Okay.
We haven't yet tapped it or reached to that why, that purpose. But it is always there as a subconscious force for us. What helps us take the decisions? Our purpose helps us take the decision. But when we know exactly what it is, then we can work with the force.
The way we call it the calling, we say it the calling.
Right. So if you know your calling, if you know your higher purpose, maybe you will start living double, triple, 10x, 100x. Because now you have a hook Now you have something to look into, look upon. And if a moon is my purpose, and if I am here on the earth, I would start living 10 times to become worthy of reaching to or aiming to that moon. So definitely knowing your purpose, knowing your higher purpose is the key to higher living.
So for someone, if they are just going to start their career, how do they decide that this is their purpose and not just a hobby or just their temporary liking?
We are so much conditioned that we have to live for our career. We are not taught to live for purpose, we are taught to live for careers. There is a huge difference, there is a huge distinction between living for career and living for purpose.
Okay.
Still, if you are living for career, even then you can live with the purpose. Because once you choose a career, you should know why have you. So many times it so happens that we just come the things as it comes in our way. We don't use our choice. We just grab the opportunity. Maybe this also happens because we have certain responsibilities and certain other circumstances because of which we are forced to take the opportunities rather than we have the choices to choose what we want to live for. What
Based on, depending on the situation that has
Yes.
come to us.
Yes, but still,
there may be a change.
still, even in that situation, that whatever you have to grab for fulfilling your responsibilities, that flame of purpose should be burning inside of you. If you can choose your career on the basis of your purpose, if your purpose and career are matching, there is a lot of chance, because your purpose gives rise to your passion.
Yeah.
And if you are passionate about whatever you are doing as a career, then your work will be a different level work than a work when you have to do because of the circumstances. There's a huge difference. The amount of energy which you invest in your passion, in your career that aligns with your passion, that
It is
aligns with
completely
your,
different than what
exactly.
if we go to some other line of business or other line of career, it will be a different outcome, and the one which we are pursuing as a passion, it will be a different outcome.
Yeah, that is the
Yeah.
reason why midlife crisis come.
Yeah.
Because you chose something, or you were forced upon, or you were like, you had to take something which was not aligning with your passion, which was not aligning with your purpose. So at a time when you achieve certain things and you start going into a depressive state of midlife crisis, what did I do in my life? Where was the fulfillment? Was it something which I wanted to do, or was this not? If not, then what was it? And that moment it becomes difficult to find your purpose, because you are given so many other experiences that it becomes difficult for you to find what your purpose was or purpose is. So much conditioning happen with the experiences you have to go for 20-25 years. So it becomes more difficult. If it happens at the younger age, much better.
Okay. So you say, according to you, as we age, our passion or the energy which we use for our this calling, that reduces, because we are stuck with different responsibilities and different situations which come in our way.
Sure.
So
You have seen a child, you have seen a teenager, you have seen somebody who is not yet burdened under responsibilities, how they live.
They
full
take
of
care-
life,
yeah.
full of enthusiasm. They live freely, flawlessly. Why?
Because they are
Because-
not burdened with any of the
Yeah.
responsibility.
And they are not conditioned.
Hmm.
They are not made believe things which they were not ready to believe. With the responsibilities, we come to the situations where we have to embed those beliefs which were not in alignment with our own beliefs.
So, as we age, how do we change our mindset, or how do we change our the conditioning which is done for so many years to align with our purpose?
So first of all, you have to ask yourself that is whatever I am doing is fulfilling my soul? Am I feeling fulfilled? Am I having the experiences of fulfillment when at night I go to bed? It's not about happiness, it's not about being loved, it's not about peace. Fulfillment is much higher than being loved, being happy, or being at peace. So first look where your fulfillment is. When you start to know, by doing this I was feeling so fulfilled, and all of us have few experiences, even smallest one, but we have those experiences when we felt deeply fulfilled. We did that and we were fulfilled. We lived that and we were fulfilled. So explore, search for those moments of fulfillment. And those fulfillment will lead you to your purpose. It will lead you to where your passion is. It will lead you to where is your path, your meaning of life, or your calling.
Okay. So another question which comes to my mind with this is that if you say at a younger age, if someone gets their purpose, it is very good. But what if as they age, that purpose also changes, or they say that they were young, they were immature, so their purpose was also different, but as they mature, purpose also changes. So how do that we shift from one purpose to another, and we have to again set our goals, one which we had done and then we have changed it.
Understood what you are asking. It's about righteousness and wrongness. What if it was wrong? What if it was not complete? What if it was not whole? Then those moments, just understand that whatever life has guided you towards was needed for your experience. Because of those experiences, you have reached to where you feel that now you have a bigger purpose, or you have a different purpose, or your purpose is something which you never felt it was. But that only could come because you were rich with the kind of experiences you had with that purpose. So it is never right things or wrong things in this. It's just how we perceive. And if you understand this, that this experience was needed, it was a stepping stone for me to reach to that level, then it won't hurt you or harm you or make you think, oh, I did wrong things in my life. Of course, you will feel that if I knew this before, I could have done much better. Sure. But at the same time, if you know that the experiences which you gained from where you were,
that was needed to gain that
needed.
perspective.
Correct.
For a different purpose.
Might be you knew your purpose before, but you were not ready, you were not equipped, you were not fully ready to live that purpose, because just having purpose is not enough. You have to live that purpose. So if you are not ready to live that purpose, even if you had that purpose, it was of no use. So there is no rightness, there is no wrongness in this. It's just that it's the stepping stone which required you to reach to that other level.
Okay. So the next question which comes to my mind is, like, we have talked about purpose, but now once we find our purpose, how do we set our goals?
Right. So, as I said before, purpose is intangible things and unmeasurable, but goals are measurable. Now we have known our purpose, we have known our whys. Now we have to look into what and how. We knew why, we knew our purpose. Now, what and how? What means what exactly measurable thing which I have to do to live that purpose. So, for example, if my purpose is to be entertainer, then what is it with which I can entertain? What are my tools? What are my skills? What are my talents using which I can live my that purpose of being an entertainer? So when you come to know this, that this is my what, then you will come to know how. So if I am a singer, like I am entertaining by singing, I came to my why, I came to my what, now how. Here comes the goal setting. So how will I publicly perform? How will I attract people? How will I reach to mass? How will my music help people in nurturing themselves or nourishing or whatever my purpose is? How will I entertain people? I knew that I am an entertainer. I knew that I am a singer. So my instrument of being an entertainer is my singing. So now what will you do from here to 5 years? What will I do to reach to maximum people, to impact maximum people?
So first should we set our long term goals, and then based on the long term goals we set our short term goals, or should you prefer we first start with short term goals, once we complete our goals, short term goals, then we reach our long term goals? What is your perspective?
Okay. First of all, it differs from person to person, because the moment you feel strongly what you are and why you are, then it might happen that you want to do things in a much profound way from the very beginning. Or it may also happen that you have known but you still lack the confidence, or you still lack the nurturing or polishing of that skill. So it depends. If you are lacking or if you are not profoundly ready, then you would look for short term things. You will want to experience it more and more. But if you are full of confidence, if your skill is nourished, it's nurtured, you are ready, then you would immediately want to step into big arena.
Okay.
So it differs from person to person, how it is nourished, how the environments and support he gets, or moreover, most importantly, how ready that person is.
Okay.
So it can't be answered, but nothing is wrong, because even if you have the long term goals, to achieve or to reach to that long term goals, you have to baby step. So whether you have your short term goals or you don't have, but that baby step always comes.
So should one be doing the planning from start, that how will they go from year 1, year 2, year 3? Should planning be the most important portion in setting the goals, or you can go with the flow?
Both the things are right.
Okay.
Eventually, flow wins. If you can surrender to the flow, it will take you to where you have not even imagined. But even if you plan, you can reach to goals. And it also happens that only after you reach certain level, then you can go with the flow. From the beginning, you are not ready to go with the flow. Even that is a very different state of living, where you can just go with the flow. So it's okay. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you step ahead into that direction.
Okay.
Now you have something to live for. You have a hook That is most important part. These things, it can vary, and that doesn't matter at all.
Okay. And like for setting our goals, we should be also clear about it.
Correct.
So how important is this clarity which we should have, one should have in setting our goals?
Yeah, so when you know your why, then that clarity comes automatically. Confusion only remains till you don't know what you are doing for. What is it? What is the purpose? What are the intentions? What is it you are looking for? Till that, there will be confusion. Till there will be experiments. So
Once
first you clear your core. Why? What is it? And then rest of the things will fall in place.
So once this why, what, when, how, that is clear with us, then we can do anything. Yeah. Okay. So I think we have discussed many things. So the last question which I'll be asking is, from your life experiences, from your how you have perceived the goals, how you have achieved your goal, and how you had found your purpose.
Okay. First of all, I have never set any goals in my life. Never ever. My purpose has found me rather than me finding my purpose. And this happens when you know from the beginning that you want to live big. Wherever you are, but that zest, that flame, that hunger is always there. That I want to do more, I want to live more, I want to contribute more. Maybe from the beginning you know what your purpose is, or you don't know. I knew my purpose from the beginning, but that time the meaning was different. So when I was in my school days and I was in my college days, I used to host lot of events for the peers, for the friends of mine, my building friends, my college friends, somebody from my society. So I used to host lot of events, thinking that I am giving them the platform to showcase their potential. Now that time, my meaning of potential was showcasing your talents. You had talents, you are given platform and you can showcase it to them. So even that time I knew that I want to do something for human potential, how to unleash that potential. And in my this 30 years of journey, I was only looking for those answers, that how our sages, our pioneers, our ancient Rishi Munis, the scientists, great scientists, how could they do something which most of the people cannot do? What was the difference between our life and their life? So I think I took 30 years in finding those answers, and I think I have found
perseverance.
So purpose so purpose has always remained with me. It has never gone, and now it's profound, and now I have the platform.
Yeah, that was a very insightful episode with us. Thank you, Meenal Dalal. And so with this episode, I have learned so much regarding my purpose. Even now, people like us, people of every age, will think about whether they are doing what they are doing with life, that is their actual purpose or not. So thank you. I will also rethink about it, and how the goal is set, that is also I have learned a lot. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Nishita, because you have given me this opportunity to address this very core question of our life.
Yeah.
Thank you.